September 2022, and I'm outside the walls of La Cité, the old fortified centre of Carcassonne. Located on the River Aude, the area of modern-day Carcassonne has been inhabited since the Neolithic era, its strategic importance being quickly recognised by the Romans, who fortified the hilltop, creating the citadel, known as La Cité. During the later Middle Ages, the population spilled out from the citadel, abandoning the fortification, and moved into the area that now forms the lower town, fortifying that instead. Small sections of the fortified walls are still visible today and, as this is France, can be viewed on a Petit train ride around the city centre. With most of the population down in the lower town, in the early 19th century, the 13th century St Michael's Church was elevated to cathedral, taking that status away from the Church of St Nazaire and Celse up in the citadel. St Michael's continues to be the Cathedral of Carcassonne and the seat of the Bishop of Carcassonne and Narbonne to this day. From the lower town, the 14th century Pont Vieux crosses the River Aude beneath the citadel. For centuries, this was the only crossing from the lower town to the citadel, and this stone bridge replaced an earlier wooden bridge that was built sometime in the 12th century. Today, the bridge is for pedestrians and bike traffic only, so you're able to wander along it slowly, taking in the stunning views up to La Cité. Climbing up from the lower town, the easiest access into La Cité is via the Porte Narbonnaise, a large fortified gate complex that covers both the inner and outer walls of the fortifications. This is also the starting point for yet another Petit train tour that runs in a circuit around the baseful walls of Carcassonne. Returning to the Porte Narbonnaise, you enter the city through the double gateway, firstly passing through the outer gatehouse to reach the area between the two rings of walls that enclose the citadel. The line of the inner walls dating back to the Gallo-Roman fortifications, while the outer walls were added in the 13th century. From this no man's land, you then pass through the second inner gate to reach the heart of La Cité itself. A short climb uphill from the Porte Narbonnaise, you reach the Château Comtal, the castle at the heart of the fortifications of La Cité, itself surrounded by another wall and towers, and separated from the rest of the citadel by its own moat. The chateau is now a museum that tells the history of the castle and its various uses, as well as the story of its restoration. That the chateau and walls exist today is mostly down to one man. In 1659, the city became part of France and lost its military importance. The fortifications were abandoned and the focus shifted down to the lower town, which became an important economic centre in the wool and textile industry. The Cité was left to rot. By 1849, the French government had decided that the city fortifications should just be demolished. But there was strong opposition from the people of Carcassonne. A campaign was started to preserve the fortress as an historic monument, and eventually the government relented. In 1853, restoration work began under the architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, who carried out much of the works up until his death in 1879, when restoration continued under other architects. But it's primarily Viollet-le-Duc's vision that is on show today in the restored walls and buildings for Citadel, though his work has been criticised even whilst it was ongoing during his lifetime as not taking into account the climate and traditions of the region. Disneyfication of a historic monument a full century before Disneyland even opened. From the chateau, you gain access onto parts of the ramparts and several towers of the walls of La Cité, from where there are views back down into the lower city and across the river valley and countryside. The walk along the rampart ends at the Basilica of Saint-Nazaire, the former cathedral of the city before St. Michael's down in the lower town took over that role. Carcassonne is an incredible medieval walled city that has survived to become a tourist magnet, and the city is well aware of the draw, so at night they light up the towers and walls of La Cité. During the summer months, they turn parts of the ramparts and towers into a light show called Remparts et Lumières that you can watch from below or head up onto the ramparts themselves and walk through the light shows and displays. Carcassonne Airport is located 3 kilometres west of the city and has year-round service from Ryanair to the UK and Ireland and seasonal services to limited destinations in Europe. Carcassonne railway station is on the TGV line between Toulouse and Lyon via Montpellier, with services taking about an hour to make the journey from Toulouse. Toulouse-Blagnac Airport has wide links across Europe and North Africa.